Do not waste your time studying for the MCAT. Particularly if you're about to take the MCAT in January or February 2026, this piece of advice will save you from wasting a ton of time. See, the most common thing that people retaking the MCAT tell me is that they had a content phase followed by a practice phase. At a surface level, you might think that it's a good idea to do that, but really all you're doing is trying to convince yourself that you know the content well enough to answer questions correctly. There's not actually any problem with getting questions wrong. You're just trying to shore up your anxiety because you don't want to confront getting questions wrong. But here's the real deal. If you're practicing questions from the start, you're getting more and more and more reps of mistakes that you're going to learn from that you won't make on test day. But Dr. Howard, what about the con? Calm down, Billy. Listen. The way I tell people to start their prep is by taking a diagnostic test. Doesn't matter what test taker that you're using, whatever service you have, whatever you purchase, doesn't matter. Just start with a diagnostic test. Next, what you're going to do after you've done the test, I don't care if you got a 472, just go into the test and you're going to review every single question. You're going to ask yourself, why is the right answer right? And if I picked a wrong answer, why did I pick that answer? Even if I got it right, why was I distracted by these alternatives that I thought were also plausible? You're going to divide your mistakes into level 1, level 2, and level 3 mistakes. Level 1 mistakes are little mistakes like mathematical arithmetic error. These you don't have to do much about, just do more practice questions and you will get in the habit of doing it right. Just keep correcting yourself. Level 2 mistakes are a bit better. You knew how to answer the question, but you had some big misconception in the underlying content. You're familiar with the content, but there is something wrong that you need to brush up on. For level 2 mistakes, you might look over some quick notes or prior notes that you've taken, watch a quick YouTube video, something like that. And then after you've done that, you'll do more practice questions to consolidate the newfound information. Level 3 mistakes are the biggest mistakes. These are mistakes where you don't know anything about the content. So I remember when I was getting questions about Snell's law, my first reaction was, what is Snell's law? And if that's a situation you're in, you're going to need to watch a Khan Academy video, read a chapter, then do some end of chapter questions, then incorporate some practice questions into your ongoing study. When you follow that protocol, you will be practicing consistently and getting the inarticulate sort of reinforcement learning type of gains that you can only get by doing the task itself. The adult learning theory principle here is state-based learning. You can look it up if you're interested in that, but it really helps you master the task. And all the while, you will be picking up content in context. Rather than getting a bunch of information that you might not actually need to figure out the right answer to questions, you'll be getting the exact information that you need to reason through questions that you're going to get. I've been teaching the MCAT for 9 years, and this is the most efficient way I have found for clients to time and time again, this helps. Try it out and let me know how it goes for you.